Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me to get ready with me. I'm going to be kind of doing like a makeup routine. I'm going to be showing you what products I use and how I use them. Now I'm not really like a makeup guru or like know anything about it. So this is just what I do and it works for me. Don't make fun of me because I literally am so uneducated in the makeup world. I was just watching a James Charles video for like the prom tutorial or whatever. Yeah, I'm so clueless of what he's even talking about, so I need to learn because I can't not know the rest of my life. But anyways, I am going to show you guys what I do and bring you guys along. Okay, to get into it, for the first product I use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I use the shade Deep Bronzer. I'm almost out of this actually, but I just take a large brush and then just put it everywhere over my face. Now, I'm not really sure because this is a bronzer. I don't really think I don't know if you're really supposed to put this all over your face, but it's just what I do. Again, I literally have no idea what I'm doing. I just kind of throw stuff on, but a lot of people have been asking, so I guess I'll just give it to you. I don't really like using a bunch of makeup. I honestly like keeping it like really light just because I don't really like the feeling of being like, what's it called, like cakey or like super thick or whatever on my face. So I really don't do much. This is like the only thing I put all over my face. And honestly, since I've been like tanning a little bit recently, this doesn't really do much, I feel like. I also don't use this in the summer. It's really only for the winter, just because in the summer I'm normally like this shade, so it doesn't really do much. Okay everyone, I'm going to stop in really quick and talk about today's sponsor. Thank you FabFitFun so much for sponsoring today's video. If you aren't familiar with them, essentially you get to sign up for a subscription and you'll receive a customized box. You'll get a box 4 times a year with 6 products that you hand chose. This includes beauty, fashion, fitness, literally you name it. And the best part about it is that you get to choose every single thing that's coming for you. Now there's actually 2 types of memberships that you can look into. There's a seasonal membership and also an annual membership. The seasonal membership is about $70 per quarter, while the annual membership is about $220 per year. But keep in mind that you actually do save about an additional $60 with going annual. I actually do have a code for either way that you choose to sign up. If you're signing up for the seasonal membership, use code Sarah and you'll get 20% off. But if you are signing up for the annual membership, use code SarahGift and you'll get $200 off. Now let's get into seeing what's actually in my box. FabFitFun definitely outdid themselves with this because I'm obsessed with everything in here. And the best part about it is that I got to choose everything. So you're actually paying for stuff that you really want, which I feel like is a big factor for me because with subscriptions, sometimes I feel like you just get sent random things and you can definitely be paying way much more than the items are actually priced. One of the first items in here is the Glow Recipe Blackberry Retinol. I've actually seen this stuff all over social media and I think that this brand is super good, so I'm super excited to be trying this out. And also the bottle is just so cute, like come on. Again, this is something I don't think I'd ever actually buy myself, so I'm super excited to be able to try this. Another thing that I got in here is the Basque sunscreen. Now, with summer coming up, this stuff is definitely going to be handy. You can never have enough sunscreen, so I thought, why not just order more? I'm super excited to try out this brand because I've never had this kind before. FabFitFun is the perfect time to try out new products, and that's exactly what I'm doing. My next item is this Swede mascara. I've actually never heard of this brand, so I'm super excited to try this out. I love getting to try a bunch of new mascaras, so I definitely wanted this in my box. I actually might try this out today and give it a go because I'm super excited about this. Another thing that I got is this floral cuff. It's actually adorable, guys. The detail on this is literally amazing. I'm super excited about this because I am a sucker for bracelets or any type of jewelry, so this is so dainty and I just love it. Now you guys, this bracelet is $62 itself, and I also got it in a box full of other stuff. So if that puts into perspective how much you're getting in this box, like seriously, that's amazing. I'm definitely going to be wearing this all summer because it's literally adorable. Another thing that I got that I'm actually super excited about up is this thermo recovery mask. Obviously, I just put it on my face and it kind of like cools down my face, and also it has a lot of benefits for your actual skin. So I was super excited about this. It also comes with like the straps on the back so it stays on my head a little bit easier. I definitely wanted to try this out. Again, you guys, literally insane. This was $60. That's how you know that this is going to be good quality, and you get it in your FabFitFun bag. And then last but not least, I got an airy tank top. These things I live in the summer. I am obsessed. I was so impressed with FabFitFun when I saw this was an option. I was like, yes. I've never clicked a button so fast. The original price of this is $40, and I got it in my FabFitFun box. I'm so obsessed with it, and it's just the Aerie brand, so that's how you also know it's gonna be good, when it's like name brand stuff. But I'm super excited to be wearing this all summer long. FabFitFun seriously has some of the best options to choose from. You seriously get so much in one box, it's crazy. Once you become a member, you get exclusive access to flash sales and to shopping top brands for up to 70% off, like Prada, Glossier, Free People, Coach, literally all of the name brand amazing places. So not only do you get fun products, but you also get access to amazing sales. Another thing about FabFitFun is that you get to make the membership what you want, meaning that all members have the option to swap their box for shop credit to use on the site. If you are interested or looking into a membership, don't forget that there are 2 ways to sign up: seasonal and annual. I actually have codes for both of them, so if you are choosing the seasonal membership, use code Sarah for 20% off. And if you are going with the annual membership, use code SarahGift for $200 off. Both of these are amazing, so definitely sign up while you can. I promise you will not regret signing up. There are so many benefits that come with this. I'm a huge fan of FabFitFun and I'm super excited about my box. Thank you FabFitFun so much for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it. But once I feel like I kind of got that all over my face, then I go in and use the Dibs bronzer. Now this also has blush, but I don't use the blush on this one just because I don't really love the shade. So I put this on my cheekbone. I think I put too much of that on. I also like to put some on my jawline. Sorry, I completely blinked what it was called. Just to kind of give it like, oh my gosh, guys, I do not know the right terms. I was gonna say like dimension, but I don't really think that's right. I also put it on my nose a little bit. Once I do that, I go in with a beauty blender and actually blend it. Now, this is kind of where I go wrong because normally a lot of people like don't rub it in, but I'm kind of bad about that and I've always like just rubbed it in. So I think you're supposed to like dot it, you know, but do whatever you want at this rate because I don't. But I just am also not patient enough to sit here and actually like dab my face a million times. You guys, prom is literally next week for me and I feel like I have nothing ready. Or honestly, I do, but I'm just stressed because like I don't know what I want to do with my hair, and then I also don't know what I want to do for like makeup. Like how do I make it better than my everyday makeup, because my everyday makeup isn't a lot, but I also don't really like makeup, like a lot of it that much. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do because I don't want to like go overboard and then just it doesn't even feel like me. So I'm gonna have to like maybe practice this week or something. That's why I was watching James Charles' video, because he at least knows what he's talking about and I was trying to get some tips from him. Okay, I had to reset that, but anyways, yeah, I've been trying to figure out what I want to do for that. I'm super excited to finally show you guys my dress though. I feel like I've been like having to gatekeep it for forever. I would have totally shown you guys. It's just the fact that I didn't want my boyfriend to see it until like actually prom day. That's the only reason why I've been like trying to gatekeep it a little bit. But I'm super excited. I hope you guys like it. I actually got my nails done yesterday, if you guys, or wait, 2 days ago. They're like pearls. Oh my gosh, focus. Oh, there. They're like pearls on them and like chrome and French tip. I'm actually so obsessed with them. They turned out so good. I had like 2 different inspo pictures, but I didn't know which one. Real quick, I'm using the Rare Beauty blush. I use the shade Happy, and I just put this on my cheeks and then blend it in. But while I'm blending it in, I put a little bit on my nose too. It also kind of helps me if I like actually kind of smile a little bit when I'm putting it on, kind of outline my cheek a little bit better. Oh yeah. I had 2 different inspo pictures, but the other one I really liked too. But I kind of got like spring break vibes from it because it was also pearls, but I don't know, it didn't seem as like fancy, so I went with these. I also have like tennis all week long, so I'm really hoping that they stay good enough, but I guess we'll see. If one of these popped off or like one of the pearls broke, I would actually be so upset. Okay, now that I got my blush on, I just use a little bit of highlighter. I actually have these two different ones. I had the Rare Beauty one and then also like this very cheap Ulta one that literally broke like the top of it, but I honestly prefer this just because the liquid, it kind of throws me off a little bit, so I just dab my finger in it and put a tiny bit on my nose. Sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I'll like put it in my eye, like crease or whatever, but not normally. And if I do, I don't really like to put too much, but yeah, I like putting this on my nose. It kind of just like highlights it a little bit. Once I do that, I use the Got to Be Glued eyebrow gel. I actually scrape a lot of this off because I don't really like having a lot of gel on my eyebrows. I feel like it makes them like stiff, like too much, but I do just enough to keep it so that they'll stay all day. I saw online that like you're supposed to like put it on like backwards and then go back over. My only thing that I do that is a little bit different is that I put on the gel with this one and then I just have like a normal eyebrow brush or whatever and I go back over it with that, just because I don't really like too much gel, so that doesn't use as much. So I do all of that and there's my eyebrows. Pretty simple. And then I'm gonna go in with my, oh my gosh, I just blinked so bad. My eyelash curler and curl my lashes, obviously. A lot of days I don't wear mascara, so sometimes I'll use this and then put some Aquaphor on it and like just it helps make my eyelashes stand up a little bit better. So I do that honestly most days, but today is Sunday and I'm going to church, so I'm actually gonna put on mascara today. But I like to really curl these and make sure that they're like sticking up straight. It just helps with my mascara and makes my lashes look a little bit better. I need to get way closer to the mirror though. Okay, you probably can't tell, but I curled my lashes and now I'm gonna use my mascara. I've used a lot of different mascaras in the past, but my favorite kind so far is the Milani mascara. I'm actually obsessed with this kind. It's amazing. It's kind of like a knockoff or cheaper at least version of Thrive mascara, if you know what that is. I loved Thrive so much, but the only thing about it is that it is so expensive. It was like 30 something probably for one like tube of it, and this kind I get from Amazon and it's probably like 10 bucks. So definitely check this out. I'll have a link in my description through my Amazon storefront, but this stuff is literally amazing. Which actually reminds me, I will have all these products linked in my Amazon storefront, so make sure to go and check that out. The link is in the description. That'll help just make it a lot easier if you're wanting to check out any of the products that I'm using. Yeah, I'm gonna use this mascara. I do mostly my top lashes and then I put a tiny bit on my bottom. And a lot of people don't do the bottom lash, but sometimes I do. I just don't put very much. But again, I need to get closer to the mirror to actually put this on. Okay, just put my mascara on, but one tip that I have that a lot of you guys probably already do, or you guys have seen me do it in the past, but I love taking a Q-tip and getting it wet and then getting the excess mascara off from behind my eye, because I don't know about you guys, but I literally get it all over my eye. So this helps me a lot, and that's what I do for my eyes. Sometimes I'll go back over and curl it again, but I know it's not really good for your lashes to re-curl them after you put mascara on. Also, sometimes I like to use the Grande Lash like primer, but I honestly kind of forgot about it. But sometimes I put this on before I do my mascara and it helps like make them look thicker, longer, all that good stuff. Honestly, that's about it for my makeup, but I can't forget about my favorite thing. I love doing my lips. It's so much fun for me. I've been testing out different combos recently, but I think I finally perfected it and found my favorite one. I love using the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner and then going in with a lip stain. I have like this knockoff one from Sephora, but it honestly works just as good. And then I use Summer Fridays, and seriously, this stuff is amazing. First, I gotta use the liner though. I might just use this. Okay, now that I lined that, I use the lip stain. I don't know if you can already see a difference, but I use this. A little goes a long way, so I kind of only use this on my bottom lip and then spread it up. But I don't really like having my lips too dark, so I don't like using too much, but honestly, do as much as you want on that. Now that that is on, I use my Summer Fridays, and this just makes it like glossy and have a like shimmering kind of look. And then that's it for my lips. It's literally the most perfect combo. I love it. It's pretty simple, but still looks really good. And that's it for my makeup. I'm looking at my makeup and like thinking if I forgot anything, but I'm not thinking I did. I don't know. This is the final look for today though. Hopefully you learned something from this, or even just got ideas from my routine that you can use on yours. I also just love filming like get ready with me's or anything like that because it gives me someone to talk to while I'm getting ready instead of being bored and like watching a YouTube video or something. Thank you all so much for getting ready with me today. Once again, I will have all those products linked in the description. Don't forget to go to my Amazon storefront and look at all these products. Hopefully that makes it a little bit easier for you guys if you were wanting to try out any of these products that I used. I love everything that I use. Honestly, my routine is super simple, but I love it just because it's simple and I'm not too much of a makeup person. If you guys have any tips for me, please let me know because a girl could use some of those. Literally anything, just comment down below and let me know. But that's it. Thank you FabFitFun so much for sponsoring today's video. And don't forget to use my codes. But that's it. Thank you all so much for getting ready with me today and I will see you guys next time. Bye!